broken? You might want to look at it. Not that bad. Oh, we're here. I'm ready to fill up on health, boys. I think we're good. What are you? You're the radio. Blast some tunes. Where you at, Emily? Oh my god, that vault should be in the Olympics. Hold on. That was all legs. Well, that time it was hands, but come on now. Oh my god, that's you just vaulted like your entire body. I don't know how tall you are. Let's see, let's see. How tall is the average vending machine? Bend your knees. What are you doing? Dude, I'm gonna say you're like 5'11". That's a 5'11" vault. Is everyone the same size here? Who's taller, me or him? She is. Oh, she. Okay. 5'11". That dude, he's 5'9". Look at him. Shoes. The hand to gun ratio. 5'9". No loot boxes? Control points are locations that the Bureau has identified as being vital junctions of the oldest house. When the appropriate harmonization devices are arranged around the control point and the blank arrangement, surrounding area will not experience any unforeseen building shifts. These control points are discovered by blank detection of an unobstructed ping using the blank within a 37-foot radius. Numerous researchers have attempted to define control points, calling them nerve junctions or blank, or vulnerable spots of the oldest house. This common factor in these theories is that the control points are susceptible to external influence, which allows us to stabilize the oldest house and work more confidently inside it. Theoretically, the technology could be extrapolated to stabilize the oldest house as a whole, but testing has found that certain parts of the building refuse to be blank. Refer to file 7-25/2788 for full report. I don't think I can. Oh my god, that point. Emily, you're up here, right? What'd I do? Oh, you're closing. Hello, M.
I can't cleanse them. I saw. It was worth
You did see. They turned into dust.
Jesse.
Just refer to me as director. That's fine. No Jesse.
I'm gonna tell her why I'm here.
We're not there yet.
I'll risk it.
Listen. The Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary, 17 years ago. The Bureau came in and covered the whole thing up. I've been looking for this place for a long time.
That's enough. Maybe that's too much already. I can't tell her about Dylan and the rest yet.
I've seen mentions of an Altered World event case dealing with Ordinary. You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones.
Maybe she's younger than I thought, not 27.
And very classified. I can try to dig out some old files for you. My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but...
And when do you go from kid, child, to teenager? What is child?
Was coming, or suspected.
Child is younger than kid.
Came up with the HRAs, the Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us. Or a few of us. And Director Trench...
17, I'm gonna say you're 24.
Trench. The ghost, or whatever he is. He mentioned something called the hotline. Said I should find it.
It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone. A direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that. I mean, Trench has years and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the hiss.
Where is the hotline?
It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place. We'll get the door open for you.
Okay.
Can I see the back of your head? Your hair looks like Brainiac's at some angles.
Head of communications. I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier. Keep an eye out.
They call me the director. But that's not me. I'm not a director.
Oh, it's Nolan. Let's go.
I'm not a leader. Why am I here? I think you already know. Yes, I came for my brother, but there are other reasons too. I said I was looking for answers, but I might never understand them. I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough. No matter what they told me all those years, I know it's real now. I didn't imagine this. I want to be a part of this world. What scares me shitless is that I finally found it.
Crapless.
Only to see the hiss destroy it all.
And the red telephone rang. It's the maze. Can you only receive calls on that? There was no rotary. I got an achievement. Welcome to the oldest house. The mission 1.
The door to the
Those typical questions you say.
The hotline should be in
What's up
the
with your ears?
communications department.
Origin of the hiss.
Where did the hiss come from?
I'm not sure. You said the hiss was here when you entered. Did you see anything like that outside before you came in?
No. No, just inside.
The source is internal then. See, the oldest house is a sprawling complex with openings to
How tall
other
is his
places
room?
as well. I don't
Do you
even know
need
where
to be like
start
40
looking.
feet tall?
But in the context, it's good news. The lockdown holds. The hiss escaping the building would be the end. Pretty shitty world out there if you ask me, but I wouldn't want the hiss to destroy it.
With you on that.
You're not asking for opinions here, lady. You're my origin of all of the information I need. The oldest
You
house.
mentioned the oldest house. What is it?
This building, the Bureau headquarters, the oldest house, is a shifting place. You've seen it. It transcends its physical limits.
I've been to New York a few times. How didn't I notice this place?
It's an attribute of the building. This is a place of power. The oldest house doesn't like attention, so unless you're purposely trying to find it, you don't, which is perfect for us. The work we do here is essential, but unstable. The Bureau prefers not
What was
to
that
notice.
flash?
And we need strong walls to make sure nothing gets out.
So without you, I never would have found the front door.
Okay.
Director Trench.
This Trench guy.
Dead Man
I keep
Trench.
hearing him in my head. Is he a ghost? Haunting me?
I doubt we're talking about a ghost in the traditional sense, but an echo maybe. See, if he was killed by the service weapon...
Taking notes
or
there, Doc?
gun, maybe it's his final thoughts recorded by the bullet in his brain, like a deep space probe sending back data. But that's just a hypothesis on my part. I'd need the gun to research it. But
You'll
you better
do no
hold on
such
to
thing.
that given the circumstances.
I think I will. Yeah.
Objects of
Can you tell me
power.
what an object of power is exactly? This is all, well, new to me.
Don't worry, I love going over the basics. So objects
Seem
of
like you
power
do.
are mundane objects that house paranatural energies and have developed a link to the astral plane and can thus be controlled, which is what differentiates them from altered items, which are still housings of paranatural forces, but are more volatile and cannot be bound in the peri-utilitarian sense. Got it?
Did she memorize this?
She has a strong
Thanks.
public speaking, and then you try to blink, but you can't blink type situation going on with her right now. Or you blink a lot. Head run resonance amplifiers.
So HRAs stop you from becoming hiss.
Wait, it seems that way. I mean, I hadn't even heard of an HRA until a few weeks ago when Dr. Darling started handing them out. Well, I began analyzing mine as soon as I got it. I mean, each one seems to emit a powerful short-range frequency way beyond anything I've ever seen.
Doesn't the timing seem suspicious?
I thought that too. Dr. Darling usually likes to unveil his latest breakthrough
I
in
thought at
big
first.
presentations. With these, he just passed them out. Yeah, his behavior makes me wonder what exactly he...
What's up with that dress shirt you got going on there? Do you have like a napkin draped over your shoulders and then you have the shirt over it? Or under it? I'm gonna exit now, lady.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions.
Emily.
Just let me know.
I'm gonna say this building, or this room, is about 22 Jessies. You can do the math on your own. 17 Jessies. Got a loot box. House memory. It's only a crafting material, huh? Health recovery per element pickup. I don't need more health. I don't get shot. Missions. Collectible. Portrait of Director Zachariah Trench. Only person you should fail is yourself. What a guy. Good old dead Trenchy. Toggle map. I'm going north. Well, this isn't it. Release articles. MASAO, Leal, and 9, Lynn, and Sebastian and Gina. You go to the stair. There's no floor, and you fall. It can be taken for reuse. It's not me. There I am. I see you're going down there. Thank you, Aiden. Loot box. Health recovery? I don't need it. Are you better than the other one? You are. What are you? Collectible. Shifted bathroom. Complaint. Listen, I know you can control building shifts, but the executive level restroom has been missing for weeks now. I worked my butt off in the Islamabad station for 3 years. I've earned the right to a nice workplace crapper. If you can't bring it back, at least find out where it went. Dr. D. Rodriguez. Not doctor. You know, doctor is D. You just hit the radio? You just... punch it with the side of your hand? That turned it on. Yeah, it's so clean. Can't go there yet. This is where we came in at, isn't it? But there's a loot box. Undefined reading. No, this isn't where we came in at, but we've been there. Came in at that one, okay. We yeeted off the edge, yeah. Anything else up here? Another loot box? Oh, jeez. We're stacked. Collectible? Not collectible. House memory? I know what they are. They're symbols. Crafting materials. Redstone. Dude, I'm all pogged up in Minecraft right now. I've just been itching to play more. Well, I want to play more of the main game, but Defenders, Dungeons, whatever it is. How's it hanging? I think we're done with this floor. Ain't go that way yet. Yeah. Okay, anything else down here before we peace out? That way. Dungeons has been definitely pretty good. I'm very excited to get back into playing the actual game. It's time. I peeped you already. I think we're done here. Yeah, we're out, we're out. You got a light in your shoulder, run? No? Nostalgia department. Little gem. Ocarina of
There
Time.
it is again. A welcome message.
Well, maybe I should... It just feels weird. Because I don't think there's like a dead zone type thing. Let's do like... one of these. And one of these. Try that out. It's still very slow, but like, I don't know, it just feels weird because of the aim acceleration and the dead zone. It doesn't feel gradual, like it feels like it's in stages. You're right there? Just snapping, that's all. God, I'm good. Loot box. I've earned it. Some readings. Travel costs. Visited the following Nevada accommodations: Desert Sun Inn, Big Sky Motel, Starlight Motel, Inn and L, Aztec Core Sleep, E-Bear Motel, Silver Spurs Ranch, El Gato Blanco Inn, and A-Plus Lodge. Accommodation is $831.21. Meals is $714.84. Gasoline is $295.12. The minibar is $313.61. I do wonder if the motel called the Ocean View is going to be found in the landlocked state. But hey, I guess I'm not paid to think, right? And for the record, I again request that you give us the budget to get 2 rooms each night. Agent Rowley and myself are very tired of sleeping in the same room. See you on the road, Agent L. Hines. Boys and research said performing rituals may help identify any places of power. Drinking those little whiskeys is my ritual. Thank boys in blue. It's empty. We're not a problem-focused company, we're a results-focused company. I mean, you seem pretty menacing, but let's look around for a minute. You cannot preemptively shoot when it's retarding, when it overheats. Got him. Some more readings, don't mind if I do. Oh jeez, I'm sorry. You open. Where do you want me to go here? You want me to go that way? So I'll go to the red room. The broom's still there. It's a different room, but still a broom. The men's room? Or the ladies' room? Unstable area notice. Due to the recent fluctuations in the nearest control point, this area's stability has been downgraded to yellow. Reference chart: green stable, yellow low possibility of unanticipated building shifts, orange high likelihood of unanticipated building shifts, red frequent and anticipated building shifts. What's new here? His barrier. His residence field is a physical impediment but difficult to define. His barriers appear as ways to impede escapists or escape or access by Bureau personnel. 2 methods have been discovered for lowering them. Destroy the Destroy the multiple concentrated resonance sources found in the vicinity, destroying the hiss entities in the area. You kill that person last. I gotcha. The resonance fields seem to require support for their size and density from other non-connected sources or hiss resonance. Without the ability to draw from these sources, the barrier will fall. Does an inactive structure made of hiss resonance qualify as a conscious being? Does the distinction make any difference when considering the hiss? What does the very act of building walls to prevent our movement tell us about the hiss? To what degree is it watching and planning? Refer to blank for full report. All this bureaucracy. I got a gun. Just try me. Another shelter. You're a yellow zone. An auditory event occurred by the United States Embassy in Savannah, injuring the majority of diplomatic staff stationed there. Deaths were reported and the outgoing information has been managed. Bureau agents arrived at the embassy on the same day as the event was reported through federal channels, but were too late to witness the AWE, which is reported to have been blank. Staff experienced sudden intensive vibrations and noise accompanied by the intensive pressures in the ears. Lasted for minutes. No visual phenomena was witnessed. The scenes was so cordoned off, and the embassy staff were transported to the continental U.S. After Formula I-9 was recited in the vicinity, a single cowboy boot began to vibrate, identifying it as an altered item. This item was contained and brought to the Bureau for examination. See case file AI-85 for details. Blast him. Ah, you stinky. It hurts. My loot box. You will arrive at the most recently accessed control point. Like the one I was just in. Back, baby.
There it is again. A welcome message.
Do I have to grab the stuff again? I do not.
It's overpowering here. You don't want me anywhere near it. With you on that.
I opened it. Did I get the item? That's open. Well, that's okay. It's a loot box, dude. Shatter recoil. Exclusive to Shatter. I don't have Shatter. Do anything? Nope. Okay, let's go. Dead letters. Machine of God. I had a dream and I built this thing I saw in my dream. A machine that will contain God, but not the God you know, or the ones anyone knows. A new God. The machine will be his body, his heart, and his mind. Made it just like the dream showed me. Used the monitor from the refrigerator, and the coils from my toaster, and the fans plus the timing belt from my car's engine, and the wheels from my son's skateboard. God can't move yet, but the dream said he would learn how to do it on his own. This is just a beginner's body, like a baby's, but a machine instead. God only needs a place to start. If you wanted to interview me, please contact me at the address on this envelope. My phone does not work anymore. I had to use it for dialing plate on God. Got a flashlight there, Jesse? mean, I'm sure we can just fix the room in a minute here after eating all these guys. Crouch. Coward. You heal your shield. Okay, I killed all the guys. I didn't see anybody else, so I was shooting him. You're lucky, SLB. More? That works too. Are you like the conduit I heard about? I don't know. Pop the floating boys and they lose their shield. Puns me.
Communications. We're on the right track.
They are fast travel sites. Look at that. Heading west next, or anything else before we go through here? Nothing up here? I don't believe it's fall damage. We need to level access key 2. I do not have access key 2.
Just look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes. Stolen by our friends at the CIA, the disk held the launch codes to Soviet nukes. This is not the disk, of course, but one exactly like it. A perfect fusion of concepts vibrating in the Cold War era collective unconscious. A receptacle. It is a receptacle for dangerous energies to hone in on. And they did. We don't have the details, but when things started flying around the disk, it was transferred to us. It's an object of power. OOP. Oops. Oh, and it can launch things telekinetically through the air. To date, we've launched maybe 3 dozen pencils. And once,
It doesn't count, you threw it.
we launched a cup.
Throw that one at area. I actually dare you. I didn't even see that up here. Let's go. Do it. House memory, thank you. How's the view? See, watch me now, punk. Anything else down here? There's a yellow room. Book Club Penny. Bureau Book Brunch will convene at the usual spot in the corner table of the cafeteria at 5 p.m. on Tuesday. Currently discussing Unless You by J.D. Brooks. Everyone should get their reviews to me by Monday before lunch so I can generate some conversation starters before the meeting. Happy reading, Penny Bartwell. I don't gotta read you again. Or watch you again.
Just look at it. 8
Or you
inches
are,
wide.
you know, not at an angle. That Crystal?
Hey, Meg! What's wrong?
My mom's dead.
I'm so sorry, Meg. What happened?
I don't know. He blacked it out.
It's like the director says. Confidential and children don't start with C.
The director's a puppet.
Whoa, I'm the director now. You just called me a poop head?
Since my mama went missing in action, she walked into the city and didn't come back. I don't know what missing in actions is, but I sure wish someone would find her.
I'll help you look, Topher. We'll find your mama together.
What a show. Those are the TV generated by the hiss. Maybe, I don't know. Can't find your office? Your office. Watch your step. Your life is in your hands. His life is in your hands. Dead presidents. To whom it may concern, I am being contacted by the past presidents of the United States of America. They appear as pure guides, giving me their wisdom. John Adams keeps saying I need to fix America, but I can't really understand them. They all have a lot of opinions. People tell me I'm imagining it, but Theodore Roosevelt showed me how to fix my lawnmower, and I didn't know a thing about lawnmowers. Explain that. I have great dead men telling me about their past and the present. If you'd like to use my abilities to help run the government, please let me know. I know the White House could use me. You're in earnest, James Bartholomew. It's just a television show. I'm not sweating it. We watched it. Oh, jeez. I'm the baby. I'm the papa. That's how you say it. The pappy. It's over here. Saw you flash. A flashlight. Singing fish. Dead letters. Mr. Governor. Governor. I called the police, but they never came to my house. I got a problem, and you gotta send folk to fix it. I got my wife one of them singing fish on the walls. It's not a real fish. It sings when you hit the button, but it's got the devil in it. It flies around at night and sings devil songs. There's a lot of cuss words too. Devil got in my house because all the fish, and you gotta come and handle it. My wife is real upset. When can you come? Sincerely, Dwayne Barr. Sincerely, Dwayne Barr. Loot box we're in. Health boost. Yeah, no, we're fine, we're fine. Greetings, Director Trench. I'd like to thank you for approving my request for the Dead Letters Archive. Cataloging the Bureau's collection of delinquent mail will provide an extremely handy database that research teams can use to search for any connections or related topics found among the letters. Aside from the more functional purposes, the archive will allow us to preserve these windows in the authentic human encounters with the paranormal world. Letters come to us from various places and times, gathered by the Postal Service as undeliverable. Bureau is the perfect home for them. I realize that all the letters contain accounts of genuine paranormal events, but even the erroneous ones allow us insight into how the unknown is perceived by real people. Of course, I will first compile a system to allow us to analyze the letters for any information or suspected connections to AWEs and other altered materials. So thank you again. Can't wait to delve into my letters. P. Barwell. What's your rear camera? See a loot box up there? No, I saw a light. Alright, well, we out, we out. Let's go upstairs first. Oh, loot box. Energy renewal for a gun. Energy gained via headshots. Or energy? Is that like gun ammo? Or is that like health? You're fine. Oh, you fool. Alright, keep it. What do you got for me? Thank you for the reading. Samson. Whoops. Book Club Samson. Book Club Notes for Penny by L. Sampson. So I don't usually read a lot of sci-fi, but as far as basic operas go, the film was alright. Piddle unless you could refer to a bunch of things in the book, I guess, but I thought it was a little vague and stupid. The way the characters kept throwing it around almost like a catchphrase got real annoying real fast. Best part of the story was the space battles. I sided with the Fixers, obviously, because they had the coolest tech and their motives made the most sense to me. Honestly, if I had to choose between some hoity-toity flowers and gun space hippies or a bad but bunch of warriors who go around devouring planets like cheap sushi on a Sunday, I know who I'm picking. The scene where they invade a city planet and convert the entire population using those brainworms, and that space dogfight between those two ace pilots, sign me the frick up. What kind of ruined the whole thing for me was when my favorite character got killed not even halfway through the story by getting a battery cylinder launched to his face by a gravitational anomaly. The death didn't really feel necessary at all. 2 of 5. Dude, he did his part.
An object of power. Looks like the place has latched onto it. We need to cleanse it.
Floppy disk nuke can be bound. To gain launch telekinesis. Teach us to believe, director.
To hear you when I'm here.
I'm sorry, I'll shut up.
The channel's been changed. The board's in charge here. They're pyramids in the Bureau seal. Are they really the ones pulling the strings? I'm not their director. I'm no one's director.
You can crouch with R3 to take cover behind low objects. Are you happy? Okay. Skirt. Skirt. He's done it. Achievement unlocked. Paranatural powerhouse. Obtain the launch ability.
There you are. You were gone. Cut off. I got it. Just like you wanted, right? This will help me fight the hiss.
Got him. Sorry, is there an enemy? That's where I am, never mind. I'm red. Not one. Any loot boxes? I was looking for some of them loot boxes. Not seeing any. Did you do anything? You're mine now, that's what you are. Emily, you won't believe what I can do. Look at that cord. Can I grab the rocket mid-shot? Brother, who do you run at? New area. A loot box. Undefined reading. You were locked. We absolute fool.
Emily said that the hotline can be reached through the mailroom.
Take cover behind low objects. You happy? Did I do it? No? Low object? Brother, can I get you off my screen? I'd appreciate it. That a low object? Did not do it in the room they wanted me to do, so now it's SOL. I mean, everything's that way, so anything over here? I mean, you're dead end. You're not going here, though. How's it hanging? Oh, loot box. Launch efficiency. 8% less energy cost. I mean, we only get that 8% is not going to maybe allow us to get one extra launch out of it, so who cares? His demolition expert. The Bureau only allows certain highly trained individuals to handle volatile materials and weaponry. Demolition experts are instructed in the use of the explosives in dimensions with distinct physical laws, making them important assets for engineering work as well as combat situations. His demolition experts are the only observed his variations to wield a specially built rocket-propelled grenade that is designed to identify and track blanks entities once fired, making them a threat whose termination should be prioritized in combat scenarios. Find it remarkable that the HISS restrict usage of this weapon to the Bureau personnel who trained specifically for its use. What does it tell us about this behavior? Can it not pass along new information to corrupt entities? Still too many unknowns. Refer to file blank for a full report. The Rangers of the Bureau's well-trained and well-armed expeditionary forces. Their HISS corrupted counterparts are equally formidable. Prior to the corruption, Rangers were trained to use a variety of weapons in order to face any threat found during AWE's response or threshold exploration. including submachine guns, assault rifles, and automatic shotguns. His Rangers utilize these weapons as well as the advanced tactics taught by the Bureau instructors. Some are additionally outfitted with Bureau's made body armor. His Rangers have no observed supernatural abilities beyond some being protected by the shielding of dense Hiss resonance, capable of stopping bullets. Considering the advanced training the Hiss Rangers are capable of applying to their situation, it is feasible to consider the human mind still remains intact to some degree. Or is the Hiss able to tap into this combat training and utilize it? Further observation is required. Refer to file blank for full report. Case files. Floppy disk must be contained in the cell with no other loose material. The object is an 8-inch diskette containing Soviet-era nuclear launch codes. When bound, the object allows paratarians to telekinetically lift material and throw it at a short distance. See Dr. Daring presentation 11.15 for more information. The object is currently bound to blank for research purposes. Stolen from the Soviet military base located in blank by agents blank and blank with the CIA. The diskette contained launch codes to blank missiles believed to be, well, nuke missiles, right? Believed to be reserved for use against blank. After being returned to America, the diskette began throwing computational hardware at members of the decoding team. An informant in the CIA tipped the Bureau off and it was requisitioned by agents the next day. Alright. Anything else in here? If not, I'm gonna take a quick minute, use the restroom, get something to drink. Alright, get me out of here. I'll be back in just a minute and we'll do more.